Welcome students. In this lecture we will see the classification of Pisces. Okay, Pisces it includes more than 40,000 species of fishes known to human beings or us. Various workers they provided different types of classification for the Pisces. Okay, it is the most abundant group in the vertebrates. Then these Pisces in our syllabus they are divided into four classes. These four classes may be placodermy, chondrichthyes, osteichthyes, and dipnoi. Among these, two are major, that is chondrichthyes and osteichthyes classes. We will see these classes one by one. First, class 1, it is placodermy. First, we will see some general characters of this placodermy. Which type of fishes or Pisces are included in this class? Okay, these were the earliest known fossil vertebrates with jaws. All the fishes are extinct. They are extinct in Devonian to Persian periods in the evolution of life. Their body was typically fish-like, and their body armor with the ostracoderms. Jaws were not properly formed. They have paired and unpaired fins. Okay, both type of fins were present in these animals. Then cranium was partly ossified. Their vertebral column had neural and hemal arches, and notochord was persistent throughout the life in these Pisces. Okay, these are the placodermy. Now, these placodermy examples are Cocosteus. Okay, all the extinct type of fishes are included in this. Okay, Climaticus, then Pterygoids. These are some examples included in the class placodermy. This class placodermy is further divided into 6 orders. Okay, that we will not see, but here only enlist these 6 orders. Okay. Then second major class it is chondrichthyes. Okay. The important or distinguishing character that we had already studied about their endoskeleton. Their endoskeleton is cartilaginous. Therefore, they are called as chondrichthyes. We will see some general characters of this class. Their body is laterally compressed and it is spindle shaped. Both type of paired and unpaired fins are present in these Pisces. Endoskeleton it is made up of cartilaginous and sometimes it is calcified. It is the major or distinguishing point of this class chondrichthyes. Then exoskeleton is mainly made up of placoid type of scales or denticles. Then their mode of nutrition it is holostylic, amphistylic or hyostylic jaw suspensions are seen. Gills are covered by operculum, and very few are exception to this. Okay. Then next, tail, heterosursal type of cell tail is present in this class chondrichthyes fishes. Okay. Then they are without lungs and air bladders. Lungs and air bladders are not present. Then the male organisms they usually possess clasper for the purpose of copulation. These organisms are oviparous or viviparous or oviviviparous types. Mesonephric type of kidneys are present in these fishes or Pisces, and they are also called as cartilaginous fishes. Then this class chondrichthyes is further divided into two subclass. First subclass is elasmobranchi or also called as Ciliaceae, and second holocephali. We will see these subclasses one by one. First we will see Ciliaceae or elasmobranchi. Their first general character, they have skin with placoid scales. They have 5 to 7 pairs of gills which are uncovered. They are not covered by operculum. Jaws with numerous teeth. They have many teeth arranged in many rows or several rows. Jaw suspension is hyostylic or amphistylic. Next, in males, clasper organ are present and it is association with the pelvic fin. Okay, and example is Scoliodon. It is the very much studied example or type of fish in the included in the class chondric thighs. Then second subclass is holocephali. Their general characters includes they laterally compressed body. They have small mouth bounded with the lips. Their skin is without scales, means scales are absent. They have holostylic type of suspension in the jaw. Their gills are covered with the operculum, and the male are with extra claspers, and their vertebrae are poorly developed. Okay, example is Chimera. Then third class, that is ostichthyes. Okay, or they are also called as telostomi. As we had earlier studied, their endoskeleton is made up of bones. We'll see some general characters of this class ostichthyes. Their body is usually spindle shaped with median and paired fins. Exoskeleton consists of ganoid type of or cycloid or ctenoid type of scales. Ganoid, cycloid or ctenoid. Here placoid scales are not present. Mucous glands are also present in the skin. Then their endoskeleton is mainly with bones. They are partly made up of bones. Then they have notochord, and which is often persisted and sometimes greatly reduced in some species or some Pisces. They have mouth position terminal or subterminal. Nostrils are situated at the dorsal side of the snout. Gill slits, they are covered by operculum. They have atostylic type of jaw suspension, and they have homocersal or diphysersal type of tails. And these ostichthyes or telostomi, they are generally called as bony fishes. Here examples include Latimera, Rhizodus, and so on. That is Exocetus, then Accipenser, etc. All these are the bony fishes or included in the ostichthyes. Then last class, that is class for Dipnoi. The Dipnoi, they are commonly called as lung fishes, as they have lung organ for the purpose of respiration. The air bladders, they serve functionally as lungs by which they breathe air when necessity arises. Their dermal bones are present on skull, jaws and pectoral areas. They have single gill slit on either side which is covered by the operculum. Their body is covered by cycloid type of scales. They have internal nares. Paired fins are lobate in the class Dipnoi. Here class Dipnoi is also further divided into two orders. First order is Ceratodiformis, and order second is Lepidosireniformis, and their examples includes Lepidosiren, Protopterus, Ceratodus, Neoceratodus, etc. These are called as lungfishes. Okay, and hence we have covered the general classification of Pisces. Okay, thank you. We'll stop here.